arithmetics, every digit has a place value, or basically like place value, we can define it as the value that is represented by a digit in a number on the basis of its position in the number. For example, take the number of 6. Take the example of this digit 6 in the number 3765. Okay, so this is the place over here. So place value, if someone were to ask you what is the place value of this number, so you will see that we have to look at its position in this given number, where it is located. For example, the place value of the number 6 here is 60, right? The place value is, place value of 6 is 60 here. That is the thing. Okay, now. But however, if you were to take another number, let us say you have taken the number 33,700, let's say 685. So in this case, since the position is changing, since the position has changed here, earlier it was after 2 digits. Now it is after, earlier it is from the right side, it was after 1 digit, but from the right side, it is after 2 digits here. So its position has changed. So thereby its place value also changes. Its value also changes here. Getting it?
Yeah.
So here the place value is 600. Got the thing. Sumaya is also here. Yes, Sumaya. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Hello, sir.
Yes, hello. How are you? See, Sumaya, right now, the chapter geometry we have finished that, and right now we are going to revise whatever we have done so far in the batch, starting from the first chapter which we have done. Okay, now the first chapter, remember, we learned about place value. We learned about the number system in the first chapter, international number system, Indian numeral system. Yes.
Sir, hello.
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, I'm listening.
Your voice is a little low.
Habib, is the same issue with you also? Like, you can also not hear me?
No, it's all clear.
It's clear now. See, Sumaya, I think your network connection is not stable, thereby it is happening. Okay, now in the previous classes also, this the same issue has occurred. So I would recommend you to please get the network issue fixed. Okay, Sumaya.
Yes.
Uh,
Sir, I forgot to send the PPT, but the topic of mine is fraction. Learning fraction right now.
Repeat again, repeat again.
In my class, we are learning fraction.
Your fraction is going on.
Yes.
Okay, so we will take up that chapter also. You haven't got the syllabus for your exam?
No, I guess ma'am will send us tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay. When you get it, do let the team know about it. Share it with the operation team, okay? Na? Share it with the Learnivio team. So see the chapter place value. We have done that chapter, and we are going to revise that. We also
Sir,
have.
today can we learn about the fraction because it's a little hard. I can't understand.
Okay, see in the later part of the class, we'll be discussing some concept from that chapter. As of now, we are going to revise what we have done. Okay, now.
Sir?
Or you can send your doubts to me. Yes, Habib.
Sir, someone knocked at the door. Can I see?
Okay, okay. But be present in the class. Be back in the class quickly. Okay, Sumaya. Sumaya, do one thing. Let's do one thing. In the last 10 minutes of the class now, we'll be taking up that topic of fraction. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So talking about the first chapter, place value. What are the different things we learned in that chapter, Sumaya?
Of
Place value, the chapter place value, numbers and their place values.
what? No, like what is the question?
Question is that in the first chapter, numbers and their place values. Okay, now in the chapter number system, what were the different things we have learned about?
That.
Number system, the first chapter number system. We learned about place value now.
Yes.
We did
No,
learn
like
about.
what do I have to say?
You have to say what are the different topics which we learned in the first chapter, that is number system.
do I have to say?
Yeah, you just have to say what were the different things which we learned in the chapter number system.
Let me think.
There are different things which we have learned there. No, we have learned about what is place value system, what is place value. We learned
Yes.
about place value chart.
Yeah, we learned about place value chart.
We learned about place value charts. No, like it was basically a table right now which helped us to find the place value of any digit in a given number by looking at its position. We did learn about those things now. Okay, so
Yes.
that's what we are going to
Digit in a number.
revise. Okay, now we'll be revisiting that. We'll be learning about what is place value and what is face value. How are these two things different? About place value versus face value. Habib, you back in the class. We'll be learning about place value and face value, how they are different from each other. Okay, we'll be doing some questions on it also. So let us start the class. Okay. So talking about the place value. So what I say that place value, like in mathematics, every digit in a number has some place value. So we can define this place value as in the following manner. So we say that a place value, a place value can be defined as the value represented by a digit in a number on the basis of its position in the number, on the basis of its
Position. Then do
position.
we have to write this?
No, I'm just revising these things. You guys would have noted down these things earlier, I suppose. Okay, now just we are going to revisit the concepts. So for example, this number 3765, here the place value of 6 is 60. But in the another number, as the position of 6 changes, so now it is 600 right now. Getting it now? So that is the
Yes.
thing over here. Okay. Take another example of the number, let's say 7. So the place value of 7 in this number, 3743. Here it is how much? What is the place value of 7 in the number 3743?
100.
700 now?
Yes. The place
Habib,
of
are you back
100.
in the class? Exactly. Habib, are you back in the class?
Yes,
Good. Now take another number like 7432. So here now the place value of 7 changes to
1000.
7000 exactly. So that is the thing. As the position changes, the place value changes. That is one thing. Next thing we are going to revisit is the place value chart. Okay. Place value chart. So place value chart, what is it? Can you guys define what is place value chart?
yes.
What is a place value chart? What is a place value chart and what are the two different types of place value charts?
One face value and place value.
I am asking about the chart, about the place value chart, not about face value. Habib, you haven't been revising it. That I can say that you haven't been revising whatever we have learned so far.
Yes.
Basically, it's a table now. Place value chart, it's a very helpful table with the help of which we can find the face value of any digit.
Sir,
Mhm.
sir, can I say?
Yeah, sure.
In the place value chart, there would be some numbers and their places, like the places they are. For example, it is like there is written 1234. So
Oh.
if they would say which place is the
Mhm.
two, so it
Hmm.
would be like 100. It is the place of
Good. Okay, now. So how do we define this? We see that place value chart, it is a very helpful table. It is a very helpful table format table format that helps us to find the place value
मेरा बाल बहुत गंदे दिख रहे हैं।
नहीं दिख रहा है
of each digit
मैं नहीं सोचना बोल दी थी तुम्हारे को ऐसा
of each digit
पढ़ाई पे फोकस करो
based on
तुम्हारे
its
चैट पूछे तो नहीं बोल सके तुम फोकस
Hab-
करो उधर, दिमाग मत करो इधर उधर
Habib, there's some background noise from your side. Please turn your mic off. And also, as your mom is saying, please pay attention in the class only. Okay. Otherwise, this revision class will be of not much use for you. Okay, now you will not be benefiting from it if you're not paying attention to the class. Okay. Pay attention here. So me, you also. Okay. So what
Yes.
I define place value chart, that it is a very helpful table format that helps us to find the place value of each digit based on its position in a number, like where does it lie in a given number. Okay, now
Like each position, like which person it is.
exactly
That's the chart.
based on its position in a number.
So the chart would give the position name, so then it will be easier to know.
I'm going to draw the chart. Okay, now also there are two types of charts. Okay, now there are two types of place value charts. They are namely, talking about the types of place value charts, can you guys tell me what are the two types of place value charts we have? The first one is Indian place value chart. Okay.
Indian.
Yeah, Indian place value chart.
Oh, the other one should be like English.
International, no?
International.
Getting it to Habib and Sumaya. So that is international place value chart. So these are the two types of place value charts. Let us first of all learn about the Indian place value chart. Okay, now.
Indian's position would be same, but in name I guess it is something different.
Like it would be ones, thousands, lakhs, and crores, like that. The different periods, there would be 4 periods, like ones, thousands, lakhs, and crores. I'm going to draw it, then it will be more clear. But in the international, you'll be having ones, thousands, lakhs, crore. But in that further, it will be divided into terms of like ones, tens, 100,000, 10,000, then 100,000, then after that million, 10 million, 100 million, like that. Okay.
Yes.
Just let me take a square shaped box or triangle shaped box to yeah, this shape.
Sir, in the Indian chart, is it first like what in the Indian chart again? What comes first?
Just 1
Ones or
minute.
something? Like is there like the decimal would come first, then the ones, then the thousands, then the millions?
We'll be learning about decimal later on. Okay, now later on we'll be learning about decimal place value chart also. First of all, look at the normal one. Okay, now so Indian place value chart. Okay. Also, we know that the Indian place value chart, like the rows and columns, are basically divided into periods and places. Like this one is.
Period, places.
So like this one would be here now. Periods. These are different periods. Like for example, you have the ones period. If you guys can recall, remember we did learn about all these things. Ones, thousands period, then was lakh period, and then there was crores period. Getting it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't 100? Why isn't there 100 in here?
There is going to be. Just pay attention here. Okay, now there is going to be. Now further. Now this ones period is further divided into 3 small groups. The first one is ones, then tens, then hundreds. Got this now? Hundreds. Then thousands is now divided into two groups. Thousands is divided into two groups. The first one is thousands period, and this is 10,000s. 10,000s.
Inside the ones there is the hundreds.
You have ones, tens, 100,000, 10,000. After this, you have lakh, and then you have 10 lakhs. Okay, now 10 lakh. After that, you have crore period is also divided into two parts. One is crores, another
They're
one is
like divided into different.
yeah, they're divided. They are subdivided into some more groups. Okay, now. So ones
Yes.
is basically, let me just draw one more line. So the ones is like ones, this is tens, 100, 1,000, and we put a comma over here. Okay, now then you have 10,000. This is 10,000, right? And this is 1 lakh, right? And that is 10 lakh, right now?
Yes.
Then that is going to be 1 crore. 1, 2 zeros, then 2 zeros. Let me erase it, not sufficient space. 1 comma double zero, 2 more zeros, and then 3 zeros. Got this now. Then you have 10 crore. So
10
it will be, I'm writing 1 over here, not sufficient space. Okay, now 0, just 1 minute. 1 0 comma 0 0, 2 zeros, then 3 more zeros. Got this now?
Yes.
Yes.
So what we see in this now, the Indian place value chart, it is starting from the right. This is the left side, and this is the right side. So we start reading from the right side. It starts from the right side. The first period is ones, which includes three values.
Divided into 4 parts.
No, ones is divided into further 3 place values. There are 4 periods.
Like all of them. Yeah, there are like 4 periods.
Obviously, there are 4 periods here. Good, Sumaya. Okay, now Habibi also see here. So the first period is ones, and which includes 3 place values. It includes 3 values, namely ones, tens, and 100. The second period is 1,000, which includes thousands and 10,000s. Third period is lakh, which includes 2 values, namely lakhs and 10 lakhs. And the fourth period is crores, which includes 2 place values, namely crores and 10 crore.
10 crores.
Very good. Now, some notable things to be noted down, some important things to be noted down here are as follows. Just note down these important things.
Sir, do we have to write it?
Have you guys drawn it earlier?
This thing I have drawn, but I don't know if it's in the notebook. I'll do it again.
Okay.
I don't know if it's neat or not.
Okay, if you wish, you can draw it again. Okay, na? So some important notable things in this are as follows. Okay, na? Like here in this Indian place value chart, you can see as we move from the right to left, each position is 10 times bigger. Can you note down this thing? Each position is 10 times bigger than the previous one. Like here, this is bigger than 1 10 times now. 10 is basically 10 times of 1.
You have to write it down the table.
If you haven't drawn it earlier when the class was going on, then you have this chance that you can draw it now. But if you had already, then it's no need then. Yes, Habib.
Sir, can I like give the heading as important points?
Sure. I'm going to write it down. Okay, no?
Okay.
Important points in this. So the first thing here is that as we move from right to left, what we observe that each position gets.
Sir?
Yes?
What is this chapter's name?
1 minute.
You're
Number system. Okay, na?
Number.
Number
Okay.
system. The first chapter where we had learned about place values and all that. Okay, now Sumaya, you also pay attention to the first fact. Okay, like you
Yes.
can see, tens are 10 times bigger than ones, hundreds are 10 times bigger than tens, and so on.
Yes. Like
Okay.
it goes and goes.
It goes on and on like that. That is the first thing to be noted down here. Another thing is that now you guys pay attention here. Like if I am moving from left to the right direction, when we move from the left to right, each position is 10 times smaller. Like
Smaller.
crores is 10 times less than 10 crore. Huh?
Yes.
Or like
And then lakh is and then lakh is 10 times smaller than the 10 lakh.
exactly. So you have got it. Habibi also got it now. So another thing is that similarly, as we move from left to right, each position
Will divide 10.
is 10 times smaller. How basically kind of gets divided 10 times. So it's 10 times smaller. That is the thing here. Okay, if you guys are done writing this, like once you will be done, let me know. There are a few more things to be discussed in this. Like we will be learning about where the commas have to be put. Okay, now. Yes, you guys done writing all this?
I'm done.
I'm little left.
Okay. So Habib, how do we define the place value? How place value is defined?
Place value chart or place value
Place value, not chart. Place value.
is it is defined by face, like there are two types of face value. One face value and place value. Right?
That you don't have to talk about. That's a different thing. Face value is completely a different thing. Okay, na? Place value. You have to only define place value.
Place value is like if example like there is a number 3592 and
Okay.
we have to find what is the place value of 9. So in 3592 9's place value is 10. I mean 90. It's tens.
Good. So basically, by looking at its position on that given number, you are determining its value. Right? So place value basically it can be defined as the value represented by a digit in a number on the basis of its position. Okay, na? Now, if it were to be 9,352, what would have been the place value then? 9352
Of
then
what?
of 9.
9,500.
9,532. Then like 9532, what would have been the place value of
9,000.
9,000. So you had looked at its position. No, that's how you were able to answer it. Okay. That is the thing. Okay, Sumaya, done. Write it quickly.
Wait, I'm doing that last line.
Okay, okay.
No worry.
Okay, okay.
Sir, can you read that first word of the last
Similarly,
Jasola?
similarly as we move from left to right, each position is 10 times smaller. Is 10 times smaller. Okay. Okay, can you tell me, Habib, this thing? Like 10,000 is how many times bigger than 100? 10,000 is how many times bigger than 100?
40.
Repeat
4
again. How can it be 4 times? If it were to be 4 times, now 4 times of hundreds is 400 now. 4 times 100 is 400. So at one step, like when you are moving from right to left one step, then the number becomes 10 times bigger. But if you move 2 times now, you have taken 2 steps, one step here, one step here. So it becomes 10 times bigger, but 2 times. So 10 multiplied 10, that is 100. So 10,000 is 100 times bigger than 100. That you can
100
check like
times bigger than
100 now.
10. Oh,
Okay. Then tell me what is like lakh is how many times bigger than 100? Just count this thing. How many jumps you have to take here? Done? Okay, both of you answer
10,
this question.
10,000.
What?
10
Wrong.
lakh.
No, how can it be 10 lakh?
Sir, what is the question?
The question is that the number lakh, it is how many times bigger than 100? Like what you guys know, when we take one step,
40 times?
again, how can it be 40 times? Listen to the question
No,
carefully.
not 40.
Keep this thing in mind. Keep this thing in mind. What we have learned. As we move from left to right, each position gets 10 times bigger.
Sir,
But
it's not 30?
no, that's not 30. How can it be 30? Pay attention here. Pay attention here, for example. 10 is how
50,000 plus 50. 50,000 plus 50,000 is equal to 1 lakh, right?
yeah. That's obvious. Then that's not the way to look at it. Okay, pay attention here. 10 is how many times bigger than 1?
10
10
times.
times.
10 times, okay. Then 100 is how many times bigger than 1's?
10 times.
It is again 10 times. How can it be?
No, I mean 90 times.
How can it be 90 times? Answer this question to me. Say if you have 100 rupees. Let's say I give you a note of rupees 100. I give both of you a note of rupees 100, let's say. But let's say to Sumaya, I have given a note of rupees 100. But to Habib, let's say I am giving you a note of rupees 1,000, let's say. Let us assume this is a 1,000 rupee note. So Sumaya, you have got this. Habib, you have got this. So Habib, you have got 10 times the amount of Sumaya, or 5 times, 10 times, 3 times. How many times more money you have got? Habib, you have got.
9 times.
Okay, so if you're saying 9 times 100, so 9 multiplied 100, it should have been equal to 1,000 now, but I'm getting 900.
It should be 10.
10 times now. Logically, it should be 10 times. Huh? Although it's a simple thing of observation, but you can do some calculation also. Like you can divide 1,000 by 100 and you will get 10. That is also one of the way. But I am trying, I am saying you guys to make it simple and try to observe things here. Okay,
For
now?
example, like there is 1 and then we have like 10 times like that.
Uh-huh.
In the ones and the tens, like the tens is more bigger, like 10
Mhm.
times bigger than 1. That
Hmm.
same step you have to do on all.
Now pay attention to this. Now let's say I have given a rupees 10 note to Sumaya. Now then you have 1,000 rupee notes, Habib. Okay, na? So how many more times money you have? How much more how much more money than Sumaya you are having? I gave a rupee 10
100.
note to Sumaya. You're getting it now? 100 now?
Yeah.
Right now. So earlier when I gave a note of rupees 100 to Sumaya, So then now tell me, let's say now you have now let's say I have given rupees 100 note to you, Habib. Sumaya had rupees 10 note. So in comparison to Sumaya, you had 10 times more money.
Yeah.
Now you are having 1,000 rupees. So you are having 10 times more as compared to rupee 100 note.
Yeah.
Getting it? So there are two steps here. Step one, step two. So the same thing was being discussed here now. Like say I have a rupee one note, someone has a 10 rupee note. So that person is 10 times more rich than me. There's third person who is having 100. So in comparison to one, it's 100 times more. Now say that if a person has 1 rupee note, if a person has 1,000 rupee note, so how much more money that person has? How many more times that number is?
Me?
Yeah. 1,000 is how many times bigger than 100?
10 times.
10 times. How can it be 10 times? It's simply 1,000 times now. 1,000 is 1,000 times bigger than 1.
I thought you said about 100.
No, I was talking about 1 actually. Okay, no? Okay, now you guys answer this to me. Now I have taken this number lakh and the number 100. So lakh is how many times bigger than 100? How many jumps you have to take in that direction? Like 1, 2, and 3, and 3. In each step, when you move here, you multiply, the number becomes 10 times bigger. In each step, the number is becoming 10 times
300?
bigger now. No, 10 multiplied 10 multiplied 10, it will be 1,000 now.
Oh, 1,000.
Right now?
30 times.
How can it be 30 times? You are not supposed to add the numbers. You are basically going to multiply
10
the
times
numbers here.
means like 10, 20, 30.
Hi. Yeah, it gets 10 times of the previous number here.
1,000 times.
Exactly. Now you're getting it. So 1 lakh is 1,000 times of 100. Okay, now? So now I think you guys can do this question. So now tell me, 10 lakh is how many times bigger than 100?
Okay.
You guys tell me. Like you have to just take one more jump here. Okay, now one more jump here. So the target numbers are the 100 and 10 lakh here. The 10 lakh is how many times bigger than the number 100? That you have to tell me.
Yes.
10 lakh is how many times bigger than 100? Just take how many jumps you have to take here. 1, 2, 3, and 4 jumps.
Bigger than 100 or smaller than 100?
Bigger than 100. Bigger than 100. Sumaya, what about you? You getting it?
Yes, but I'm thinking how.
Okay, good. Habib, have you not understood the question? Should I repeat it?
Wait. 10,000.
10,000. Good. Sumaya, you also getting the same answer or not?
Yes, now I got 10,000.
Now you guys got it, no?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that is the thing. Anyways. Okay. Next, we are going to learn about how to put commas between the numbers as per the Indian place value system. Okay, now that is what we are going to learn in this case. Okay, like how the numbers are separated. So how are numbers separated in Indian place value chart? Okay. So according to the Indian place value system, we will be using comma after every period. After every period, a comma will be used. Like wherever a period will be ending, a comma will be put there. Like a comma will be put here, here, and here. What do I mean to say? Let us take some examples here. Okay, say that we have a number, like you have this number, let us say 5, 5, 1, 3, 6, 5, 7, 9, 2, 2. So according to the Indian place value system, we will be putting the first comma after the hundredths place, or basically after the first period will be
After
ending.
the 100.
Okay, na? Like if I were to write that down number here, like how many digits are there in this? They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 digits are there now. Okay. So let us start writing from. Let me just erase these things first of all.
You have to put a comma after the hundredths.
Yeah, obviously we have to put it there. Okay, let me just write down the number here. So it was 2, 2, then 9, no? 2 to 9 from here, then 7, 5, right? Then 7, 5, then after 6 now, 6, 3, 1, 5. Let me check if the number is correct. 5, 1, 3, 6, 5, 7, 9, 2. Okay.
It is 1.
Yeah, it is
So
1. This
two.
is 5, 1, 3. Okay, now 5, 1, 3, 6, 7, 9, 2. Okay. So where the first period will be ending, like the period once is ending here now, between 7 and 9 it is
The
ending,
100.
or basically
Yeah,
after the
9.
100 now, exactly. So first comma will be put after the hundreds place, that is between 7 and 9 here. Got the point now. Then the next comma will be put between the thousands and the lakh period, basically where the 1000 period will be ending. So it will be put between 6 and 5. Between 6 and 5. Got the thing now. Got this now. Then again,
Yes.
next comma will be put after the 10 lakh place. Okay, now where this place will be ending, or where this lakh period will be ending, that is between 1 and 3. Got this now, between 1 and 3. So that is how we are supposed to place the commas here. Wherever the period is going to end, there you'll be putting a comma, and that's how the numbers are written in the standard form in the as per the Indian place value system. So between 5 and 7, between 7 and 9. Next one was between 6 and 5, right? Got this. And another one was here.
Yes.
So hope you guys have understood this. So I'm going to give one question, and as per the Indian place value system, you're going to write down the commas at appropriate place. All right. So the question I'm going to give is that,
You have to write the commas.
yeah, you have
after.
to place the commas. Place the commas. Okay.
Or is it individual? Like
Yeah,
Habib has to do some
individual.
other question and I have to do like
Repeat it.
Habib has to do another number and I have to do another number. Is that
Both of you will be doing separate questions. Okay, na?
okay?
Sumaya, you do this one. Habib, you do this one. Okay. The numbers are visible clearly now.
Yes.
Yes. Done.
Just done. So where is the first comma? Between which two numbers?
Done.
Done. Okay, Habib, starting from you. Where you have placed the first comma?
At 5.
At 5 or between?
No, I mean between 1 and 5.
Okay. Next.
Next, between 6 and 1.
Next.
Between 5 and 3.
Very good. Okay. Now Sumaya.
It is the first comma is between 7 and 5. And the next one is 4 and 3 between.
Next.
And the next one is 9 and 8.
Very good. Okay. Now there's a small thing of observation here. What do we observe here? Like starting from the right side now, the first comma is placed after the 3 digit.
After the 3 digit.
The next comma
But
is
from the
placed.
left side, it's like 2 digit.
Not it's not appropriate to look from the left side. We should continue looking from the right side. Okay, na? Like because we can have some numbers like this also. Like if I were to provide the number this, if this was the question given to you, 5 3 6 1 1 5 2 3, how you would have placed comma here? You would have placed the first comma here. Okay, na? Getting it? Here. Then you would have placed the first comma over here. Getting my point?
Yes.
Or let's say if I were to give one more number, that would be more clear. 36111523. Then you would have placed the first comma over here and over here. Now take one more number, let's say 611523. So then you would be placing the comma here and then here. Now in this situation, from the left side only one number is there. The comma is placed after one digit. Okay, now? So it is varying now.
Sir, can I go to the washroom?
Okay. Getting Habib, why I gave this example? Why it's not appropriate to say that we should place the comma looking at the left digit, left side?
Yeah.
Okay, so we always observe from starting from the right side. So
Yeah.
from the right side, after the first three digits, comma is placed, then after two, then after two. So this is the kind of a small formula which we can refer to, which we can look up to while we are placing the commas here. That's the thing. So that is the thing about it. Okay, now? Okay.
Yes.
Now I'm going to give one number. Both of you be telling me the place value of the given of the digits in this number. Okay. The question is that there's a number 6521568 This is the number. In this, you will be telling me what is the place value of 5 here, Habib, and you will be telling me what is the place value. This 5, by the way, this is the one I have circled, and you will be telling me the place value of 6 also. This 6.
Oh.
Okay. And Sumaya, you will be answering the place value of this 5 and this 2. Yes, answer this quickly.
The 5 which you told me is
Hmm.
crore.
What crore? Like 4 crore, 5 crore, 6
5
crore?
crore.
5
5
crore, no?
crore.
Good.
And the 6 is 6 crore.
Sir, I'm back.
I mean,
Fi-
60 crore. 60 crore.
60 crore. Good. Okay, no? Write in
Sir,
numbers
I'm
also. Write this in the form of numbers also. Yes, Sumaya. Huh? Sumaya, the numbers I have highlighted, the 5 and 2, you have to tell their place value. As per the Indian place value system, you have to tell their place
Indian.
values. Yeah.
Like, do you have to say like thousands? Like, if the 8 is in the hundreds place, do you have to say ones like that of the Indians, or do you have to
You
say
have
100?
you have to say like for 8, it is 800.
Yeah.
In that
Oh,
manner, you have to answer. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, write down it in the form of number also. Habib, write down 5 in the form of number. How many zeros are there? Where you will be placing the comma. So write that also.
Did I have to write that?
Yeah, you have to write it in the form of number. Write down
I
5
have to
crore.
In
write
a
it too.
notebook?
Yeah, in the form of a number, write it down. Not in the
Sir, I
form
have
of
to write it
words.
too.
Huh. Yeah, you also have to write it. And you have to place the commas at appropriate place. Okay, now do this quickly. Then we'll be moving on to the next topic.
We have to write which places the 5 and 2.
See, for example, 800, I'm going to write 800 like this. Huh? If it is 8,000, I'm going to write it like this. So that's what I'm asking you guys. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, do it fast.
Done, sir.
Yeah. Tell me the number.
The number is the 5,
5.
6, and then 5, 6.
After 5, how many zeros you have written?
4.
4. Where have you placed the commas?
Comma after 5, there is a one more zero after that 0. Yeah.
Okay, here you have placed
Between
comma.
that two. No.
Good.
Yeah, that.
Then 2, what about this?
2, I did, wait, what? 6 0.
6 zeros, not good. Where have you placed the comma? Starting from the
same,
right side, starting from the right side after how many zeros?
After 3 0. After 3
3
zeros.
zeros. Then?
And after that, after 2 zeros.
Good. What is the place value of 2 here?
Place value of 2.
Yes, what is the place value of 2?
Wait, 10.
Hmm.
Is it 10? Is it 10,000?
How can it be
10
10,000?
lakh.
So it is
No,
20
not
lakh.
10,000, 10 lakh. Then, I mean 20 lakh.
20 lakh, no? Okay. And this one is? Previous one is?
Which one?
First
The
one.
5 1.
Ha.
The
That's
5 1
50,000.
is no, the 5 1 is 50,000.
Okay, now your turn, Habib, quickly. How many zeros are there after 5? Huh?
7.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, starting from the right side, where should I place the first comma? Yes. Where should I place
After
the first
3
comma?
zeros.
Also turn your camera on in the class. Then
After 3 zeros.
after?
Then after 2 zeros.
2 zeros. And then?
After 2 zeros more.
After zeros. Good. What is the place value of 5 here? It was?
5 crore.
5 crore. Okay, now. So whenever you have a number that is in crores, so how many zeros are there in 1 crore? There are 7
7.
zeros, right? So 5 crore, 7 zeros. Now 6, what is the place value of 6 here?
60 crore.
60 crore. How many zeros?
It has 8 zeros.
Good. Okay, where should I place the first comma? Over here, right? Next
After
here.
3 zeros.
Then?
Yes, same.
Then?
After more 2 zeros.
Good. So that is the thing. Okay, now. So that was all about the Indian place value system. Okay, now. It was all about Indian place value system. Now let us look at the international place value system. Okay, now. So as per the international place value system, also we have uh, different periods in it. Getting it, you have ones, thousands, and millions period in it. Getting this now, ones, thousands, and million periods are there in this.
Sir, when are we gonna
Ones,
do
thousands, lakhs, and crores. I mean to say. Yes. Repeat
when
again.
are we gonna do the fraction topic?
Oh yeah, you told me about that. Okay, okay, huh. So let's do one thing now. As Sumia had some doubt in that chapter, Sumia, just tell me what are the topics in which you're having difficulty in that chapter, in the chapter of fraction.
Wait, I have to open that first.
Okay, okay.
Wait,
Like basically, if you were to talk about fraction, na, fraction is part of a whole. Okay, na? If a whole is divided into equal parts, each part will be called as a fraction. What do I mean to say by this? Say for example, if I were to have a cake, this is a whole piece of cake. This is a whole piece of cake now, right now. But say if I were to cut it from the middle, so now it is divided into 2 parts. It is divided into 2 parts. And say one of them is, this is, let's say the red part, another one is the green part, let's say. Another one is the green part. So this is 1 out of 2, represented by 1 out of 2. So fraction is basically a part of a whole. This was the whole piece of a cake, and when it is divided into equal parts, like in 2 parts, so each part is called as a fraction, and it is represented in this manner: 1 out of 2 part. How many parts are there? There are 2 parts, and I'm talking about this red one, so it is 1 out of 2. This one also be represented in the same manner: 1 out of 2. There are 2 parts, and this is one of them. Getting it, Sumaya?
Yes.
Sir, ma'am didn't send that PPT in the portal, but she sent some questions of that thing. of that fraction.
You don't have the questions with you?
No, ma'am didn't put it in the portal because we're still doing the PPT. Only when we're done with the PPT, ma'am will upload.
Okay. So in the chapter fraction, there are different things you have to learn. Like as right now we have learned about the basic idea about a fraction, what a fraction is. It is made also fraction is made out of two parts. Okay, now the above number it is called as numerator. Okay, now it's the numerator. What do we call this as? NUMERATUR.
In my
The
doubt,
down number is called as
sir,
denominator.
in the
Exactly,
doubt I
Habib.
have, they do something 1 by 5 plus 5 by 2, something like that. They do.
Okay, so you have doubt in the addition, I think, no? Addition of the fractions. I
And
got it. And subtraction also.
no, not subtraction.
Okay. So okay then. So let us learn about the addition of the fractions. Okay,
Like
no?
there would be like a number, the whole number, the remainder, and the denominator.
Okay. You are actually referring to a mixed fraction. I understood. Okay, now you are talking about mixed fraction. Okay, but before that, let us quickly talk about some basic things. Right now, what we have learned about fraction, like fraction is part of a whole. If a whole is divided into equal parts, each part is called as a fraction. That is the thing about it. Now, there are different types of fractions. Fractions are of different types. Like you have proper fraction.
Unlike
Yes.
unlike fraction and
Unlike
fraction.
fractions. Very good, Habib. Very good. I think you have learned about this. So talking about proper fractions, like the fractions in which the numerator is less than denominator, like 1 upon 2, 2 upon 5, 3 upon 7. The number numerator like 1, 2, and 3, they are less than the denominator. So they are called as proper fraction. Then you have improper fraction. Got the first thing. I'm telling you guys in this in short, so since the time is limited. So improper fraction would be those fractions in which the the numerator will be greater than or will be equal to the denominator. Like for example, you have, let us take 21 upon 20, 133 upon 15. So these are improper fractions where numerator is greater than denominator. Here numerator was less than the denominator. That's the basic difference between improper and proper fraction. Hope it should be clear. Then we have the concept of mixed fraction. Mixed fraction. So what is mixed fraction? Basically, a mixed fraction has two parts. One is the whole number and another one is a fraction. Like for example, this is a whole number 2 and then you have a fraction 1 upon 2. You have a whole number 6 and then you have a fraction 1 upon 3. You have a whole number 5, you have a fraction like 1 upon 100.
Sir, ma'am said we have to use the ladder method.
You have to use the ladder method.
Yeah.
Basically, you have to use ladder method in a mixed fraction.
Yes, ma'am said that.
Okay, got it what you're saying. Okay, now we'll be getting there. Okay, now just first of all get the basic idea about this, like what this mixed fraction is. Okay, so in the case of mixed fraction, right now what we have learned that basically when you have a whole number and a fraction, that makes up a mixed number. Okay, let's say for example, let us say for example they are this, this, and this. There are 3 sheets of paper. You can notice the difference in them. Like 2 of them are complete. 1 and 1, these are complete, but this one is half now, half the size. So can I count these together, this one and this one? So this will be 1 plus 1, so that is 2. So I have 2.5 sheet. Can I say that? I have 2.5 sheet. 2 that are full in size, another one is half. Getting it now? So we can relate it to real life situations, like you have 2 full sheet of paper but one of them is half, so it is being read as 2.5. Okay, now Sumya will be taking up your doubt in the next class. I don't think we'll be able to do it today. Okay, so that's it for today. We'll be continuing from the next class.
Wait, sir. Wait. Ma'am send new PPT, so I will